Okay, so we're starting with ex-homophobe stories. So this is from Muse32712. Watched a kid get the hell beaten out of him by some kids I knew in high school for no reason other than he was gay. Didn't stop it out of fear and wish I had a time machine to go back and stop it every time it crosses my mind. Never associate it with the kids again and immediately begin re-evaluating who I was and my belief system. Came out as trans this year and have been an active part in the LGBTQ community where I live for the last decade. Okay, Metron 1992. I am an Indian, and the awareness level about homosexuality used to be very low. LGBTQ individuals are literally just stereotypical joke characters in Bollywood. My parents were not even aware that there is a difference between eunuchs and homosexuals. I got to learn about them through X-Men. I did not grow up for this. My parents never seemed to love, much less like each other. One day, I was at least 21, I realized it would have been nice to grow up in a home with love. Then I realized even if that love were homosexual, it would have been better than what I saw my parents have / endure. Children are better adjusted if their parents are happy. Mine weren't, so I'm still a mental mess from time to time. Pull squared. I realized I was gay. Maybe some weird internalized stuff, but I basically just agreed with whatever my Christian mom said before I turned 11 and realized Felicia Day was smoking. Part of it was also getting access to the internet and meeting a bunch of similarly aged friends who all already knew that there was nothing wrong with being gay. I'm forever grateful to the internet for giving me this. I don't know how I would have dealt with myself if I'd realized I was gay while I still thought all homosexuals would go to hell, etc., etc. Bob 7030. Met gay people, spent 4 years of college 500 miles away from my hyper-fundamentalist dad who raised me in some wacky beliefs such as young earth, Catholics are actually Satanists, the world is ending within 20 years, a little dragon will rise from the seas to devour the wicked, and Christians will be slaughtered en masse by the U.S. government. 4 years away from that a liberal school, it took all 4 years, but I pulled my head out of my butt. Also, I realized that sucking dick is awesome. Example. My best friend threw a book at my head and told me to form my own opinions instead of observing my parents. What sanity? I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. Never knew or met any gay people until my teenage years. All I knew was that people who slept with the same gender weren't good people. When I was in high school, I was sort of an outcast because of my religion, but some gay guys befriended me. They were really nice to me and didn't make me feel less of a person because of the beliefs I was raised into. It never really occurred to me that they were bad people, even though I was raised that way. In fact, one of the things that made me leave the Jehovah's Witnesses was the fact that I couldn't accept a future world where nice people with different views weren't allowed to be in paradise. Shred Hendrix, mushrooms. They changed the way I look at everything. This is not a cop-out answer, honest truth. Iohack. I actually met a gay couple on Neopets. This was so long ago, and told them it was unnatural. They calmly asked me to explain why, and they told me about themselves. I had never really thought about it before, but I realized after that I didn't have a reason. They were rational and seemed perfectly normal. I had just never met or heard of a gay couple before. Anyway, I'm gay now. Okay, and now for me. Basically, I didn't understand, what LGBT plus was, so that's why I was homophobic. This was before 8th grade, when I found out that I was, pan. I originally came out as bi, but pan fits me more. So yeah. Okay. Gay-friendly companies. Ben and Jerry's. In honor of the SCOTUS decision to allow same-sex marriage, Ben and Jerry's released I-Dough, a temporarily renamed edition of their chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Levi's. In 2014, Levi's released a Pride-themed line to show their support for the LGBTQ plus community. The profits went to different Pride organizations around the country. Absolute Vodka. Absolute partnered with Gilbert Baker, who created the Pride rainbow flag, to create this limited edition bottle. Not Target. Because, look. See, in June 2023, the retailer faced significant backlash for its Pride Month collection, with some customers accusing the brand of being too woke, leading to boycotts and a decline in revenue. Fast forward to 2025, and Target is again facing controversy, this time for pulling back on its DEI efforts. Tide. In September 2015, Tide released a new commercial showing their support for marriage equality. It depicts two men heading to get married when they are stopped by a woman who says, "I won't let you blemish the sanctity of marriage." We later see she is only talking about a stain, which she fixes with a Tide pen. Doritos. Doritos created a special limited edition bag of rainbow colored chips to support the It Gets Better project. The Cool Ranch flavored snacks were not available in store, but you could get a bag by donating to the charity. JCPenney. In 2012, JCPenney released an ad for Father's Day that featured two dads. This wasn't their first sign of solidarity either. They previously ran a print ad with lesbian mothers and even hired Ellen DeGeneres as their spokesperson. Ellen isn't a good person, by the way. The Gap. In 2012, Gap showed their support by releasing a holiday ad that featured Rufus Wainwright and husband John Westbrook reading "Love Comes in Every Shade." Burger King. In 2014, a Burger King in San Francisco added the Proud Whopper to their menu. Customers noted the burger was exactly the same but covered in a rainbow wrapper. Amazon. Amazon released a commercial for their Kindle Paperwhite, which featured a gay married couple on vacation. Chipotle. In 2015, Chipotle showed their support by distributing cheeky coupons that read "Homo-estás." Which way do you sway? The two options were "I eat tacos" or "I eat burritos," a very clever and funny way to show support. They also displayed the "Homo-estás" slogan across social media. Chobani. In 2015, Chobani released a commercial for their Simply 100 product that featured a same-sex couple in bed together. It was a part of a larger Love This Life campaign from the company. Skipping Martha Stewart. Okay, Kenneth Cole. Kenneth Cole begins selling limited edition t-shirts through the Human Rights Campaign in 2014. All the profits from the sale went straight to HRC to help fight for equality. Uber. During the month of June 2015, typically considered Pride Month across the nation, the app displayed their vehicles with rainbows behind them to show their support. In addition, in LA during Pride 2015, Uber offered free rides to West Hollywood for the parade and other festivities. Budweiser. In 2013, Budweiser posted a picture of two Bud Light cans representing the Human Rights Campaign's logo on their Facebook page, a simple but effective way to show support.